welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
It has been a season full of twists and turns, and it all reaches a crescendo here tonight as EA Sports so proud to welcome you to the marquee event of the NFL calendar, Super Bowl Sunday. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion New England Patriots taking on the NFC champions, the San Francisco 49ers. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go here on Sunday Night Primetime. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And leading them out is their fifth-year quarterback.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And the 49er first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
McCaffrey on the counter. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. And here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. And they'll be let out by their quarterback now in his third season in the league.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played. And his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Looking to throw. May. That's complete. Demario Douglas with it. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Crazy, 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 crazy.
Throwing here is May. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Second and 10.
Here goes that. Hey, what's that? Hey, five.
To the air, May. Short pass caught by Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Here goes that.
A carry here for Trevion Henderson. And he's got this one across midfield in the 49er territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Here goes that. Hey, what's that?
They run once more with Henderson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. From the shotgun, May with it. Gets this complete to Butte. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Niners' 32-yard line.
May going to give it to Henderson. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. And we are back, Super Bowl 61. Thanks for joining us, everybody, nationwide and around the globe as both teams get set to begin the second quarter. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a Patriots first down, maybe by about a yard, as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
To throw, it's May. They set up the screen for Henderson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards on the play.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Crazy, crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
They'll throw with May. And he's got it. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Patriots post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. But down here, I thought they were going to hand that off. Instead, a well-designed play and the pitch and catch for the touchdown.
And I wonder who came up with it. Was it a call from the bench? Did the quarterback have a good idea and suggest it? In any event, clearly an effective play call. They saw something they liked in coverage, and they targeted it for the short yardage throw.
And the perfect way to cap their opening drive. Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots.
Makes the score Patriots 7.
So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down.
Get set, get set. Touch. On 18, watch out. Touch.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. Nice little juke. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Get set, get set.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They go play action here. Purdy. That is caught. Downfield is Pearsall. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. And even 40 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
A first carry here for Jordan James. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. Now Purdy. That's complete on left to Ayuk. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Brandon Ayuk from 6 yards away. And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's May. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Shotgun now with Purdy. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so he can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy sideline, right?
Sammy sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Spencer Schrader now on to try the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. From the gun, it's May. He'll try and do this himself. He's got his target. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
From the shotgun, it's May. Now he's going to step up and run. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely, because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here goes throw. Ready, what's up? 5. Crazy.
They'll look to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So halftime now here on Sunday Night Primetime. Let's get it to Scott Hanson in Orlando with our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the Patriots going to take over here to start quarter number 3. And they trail here in this Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
Hey, what's up? Good. Crazy. Five.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Out route, and this is Henry with a catch. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
What's that? Hey, what's that?
On first down, it's Henderson. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Trevion Henderson, 34 yards. And the Patriots have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What he's saying, I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
118, watch out, turn.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On the ground, it's James. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Purdy on the sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
McCaffrey running up the middle. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Purdy. They'll get this to Jennings over the middle. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Juwan Jennings from 13 yards out. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point forthcoming. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. That time, a 9-play drive. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. New England trying to get to place on offense. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
The drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. A strong running. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Looking to throw. May. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. And that'll do it for the third quarter of Super Bowl 61. The culmination of the season and the crowning of a champion after the fourth quarter, which is coming up next. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcoming you back to Super Bowl 61. 3 quarters in the books and ready to go for the fourth. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here goes throw. Hey, what's up? Crazy, crazy, crazy.
Throwing here is May. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here goes throw. Hey, what's up? 5. Crazy, crazy.
To the air, May. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter, you got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Crazy, crazy.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And pass complete. Here's Butte with it. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45.
It's a gain of 8, but it brings up 4th down.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. 5.
They'll try and throw for it with May. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
What's up? Hey, what's up? Crazy, crazy.
To throw, it's May. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield or man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here goes throw. 5. Crazy, crazy.
They'll throw with May. And Diggs has it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
What's up? Hey, what's up?
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
What's up? Good. Crazy.
Back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Stephon Diggs from 10 yards out. And the Pats answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Gallus now for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And we're at the time in the Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing here, Purdy. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Purdy looking to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Room past the 35. And all the way up to the 46. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
And the 49er, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. What a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical 3rd down here.
Watch out!
Purdy. He's got his man complete to Pearsall. Touchdown, 49ers. Ricky Pearsall, 50 yards. And the Niners use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
They do tack on the extra point as well. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29. So the Patriots now down by a field goal. 1:55 remaining. They need at least a field goal to send this Super Bowl to overtime as they come up on first down. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Hey, what's that? Crazy, crazy.
Back to throw. They'll check this down to Henderson out of the backfield. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Just over 50 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10.
What's up? Hey, what's up? Crazy, crazy, crazy. Crazy, crazy. 5, 5, 5.
He's back to throw. May looking to run. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
Hey, what's up? Rip, rip. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Crazy, crazy. 5, 5, 5. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
They'll look to throw. Throw right side going to be taken in by Henderson. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
What's up? Hey, what's up? Crazy, crazy.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
Hey, what's up? What's up here, man? 5, 5, 5. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
Here's May. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Henderson. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. That's caught by Davis. Now there's the timeout signaled for with 2 seconds to go. And the field goal unit likely trying to send this one to overtime. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
A 34-yard attempt.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And his kick here is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So it's the 49ers who will get the football first with a chance to win it here in overtime. And he returns this to the 22. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it. After the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs, Patrick Mahomes and KC, they score first, game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football. People hated that. Now if the game reaches OT, every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
97 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. A 3-and-out could really hurt here in this opening drive of overtime. Big third down coming. He's got his target. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. A nice start for them here to overtime. And maybe the plan here is don't do anything too crazy. Don't try for some big play, Charles. Just move the chains, put the pressure on the defense.
Well, these early first downs are certainly nice confidence builders as they begin overtime, because even though you've just played 4 quarters, the feeling's entirely different when you take the field in OT, because you just want to settle in, as you suggested, keep the ball moving, and rely on your opponent to make that first big mistake.
At the 34-yard line.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to him.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yes. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. And this is a touchdown. That's not over yet, but they draw first blood here in this overtime. And it's another Super Bowl title for the New England Patriots. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists a Lombardi trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
It's a franchise rich with success, and now once again, the Lombardi Trophy belongs to the New England Patriots, champions of Super Bowl 61. So that wraps things up for another incredible season of the NFL on EA Sports. So for my partner, Charles Davis, for Mike and Greg, Kate and Brock, and our entire crew of hundreds, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Good night from Southern California.